Hello, Samuel.
Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. This is a great time to be on a session with sound again. Today we have a very, very great speaker in the house. We have Kate Liu in the house. This is a great guy. You know what we do? We look for the very best around the world to bring them to a session with Sam because we want you to learn from the very best around the world. This guy is someone who has built his career in HR up to top management level, and he has also is a brand expert when you talk about LinkedIn, and is one dominating Hong Kong. So we're going to be talking to him today on a session with Sam, so we can learn from him. He's going to tell us how to build a great career in tech space. How do you be a great career in tech space? And we asked a couple of questions. We also asked about branding. Of course, we also asked about LinkedIn. So great guys. So welcome, kids. Let's
Thank you
hear
so
from
much.
you.
Thank you,
So
Samuel, for
just
your
a little
invitation.
introduction. Who are you?
Yeah. Thank you so much. So I'm based in Hong Kong and born and raised there. And I'm a career coach as well as a LinkedIn kind of expert because I use so many years and also tell people how to do the personal branding. So try to help more people on LinkedIn. And yeah, this is me.
Oh, that's really amazing. That's really amazing. You have been a personal career person. You've been a recruiter for a very long time. You work with the blue chip company and all of that. How will people? A lot of people are looking for greater opportunity to work with great companies. Okay, what are the simple strategies they have to do or things they need to do to position themselves for that great opportunity?
Well, I think it's not just you need to study Harvard or Cambridge universities because everyone has different destiny. But what I think is you must have a passion in your careers. You really wants to learn and try your best to devote yourself in terms of like, for example, if you got a job, you need you really focus and stay on this job for a long time, and then you can learn the skills. If people see that you are passionate about your role, then they will give you more opportunities, and then you've got another career move or opportunity. So that's why I think you need to be, stay focused. That's
Yes,
the
you have to
truth.
be
It's not
passionate. You
not
have to stay focused.
yeah, not only the education. Yeah.
So how do we position ourselves as someone who is looking for a job, as somebody who on social media platform like LinkedIn? What are the strategies to position ourselves for greater
Well,
opportunities?
yeah, well, for position yourself, of course, you need to have a good resume and also you need some interview skills in order to find the next role. But I think for LinkedIn, which is right now is really good for you because it's like a Wikipedia, 24 hours, kind of resume online. Everyone can check it in a LinkedIn. So what you can do, of course, you need to have a very good profile. But secondly, you also need to have activities on LinkedIn. Basically what you just need to do is like other people's posts, comments on that, shares, and build relationship with other people by sending messages to build that relationship. And then after that, you become friends with a lot of people, and then they will refer you to some good opportunities. So that's why I think personal branding is not only the page, but your activities as well. Do you
Oh,
agree that?
that's really amazing. Really amazing. Now, if one is on LinkedIn and you want to build a personal brand uh, to get visibility and to get a right perception, what are the strategy or what are the advice you can give?
Okay. Yeah, the advice is just very easy. Posting some contents. Okay. You don't need to pay for anything. When you post something, people start to look, oh, who are you? They will check your profile and then they will understand more about your job, your characters, and that you can leave very good impressions for other people's on the internet, on the public. Then people don't know you, but they will start curious and contact you. So that's the first strategies I would recommend people to do. By posting contents, maybe just share about your personal life, just share anything happening around you about your company. That will be the first things that you should do.
Wow. So we have to put out a lot of content and try to show that you have the right skills and all of that. But what? How do we, like someone of us that we're CEO? How do we separate our personal brand from our corporate brand?
Sorry, no, you mean a personal brand, corporate brand, the difference? You mean?
How do we, people who are CEO, they have their corporate brand on LinkedIn, they have their personal brand on LinkedIn. What, what's the best way to separate them or to match them? Or whichever strategy is better. How do you manage your personal brand alongside your corporate brand?
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand because people on LinkedIn they do have, of course, your profile, your name, but you're attached with a company, right? So, for
Yes.
example, I work in Keith Lau at Facebook, something like that. Then Facebook will be the corporate brand, but Keith Lau will be your personal brand. So I think that's stick together, and you can't change it. Says integrated together. So I think for you, you must become the industry experts rather than just single companies. So, for example, if you are working IT, then you need to show that you have very great IT skills, and then what projects that you are doing, and then you will have a better personal branding. And of course, if you stick with a very good company, then you also benefits from the corporate brand. So that's what I think you need to consider both factors.
Wow. That's that is amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Now, as a company owner, as a CEO, now we have a very little budget and we want to get some visibility and we're looking at leveraging on LinkedIn. What are the best strategies?
Okay, so I think the first thing is, of course, is posting, but you may also, if you are really structured corporate companies, then you also got your employees. What you can do, you can also advise your employees to post something aligned with your corporate brand. That what you mentioned about the previous question. So everyone do the same thing, then you've got a great community or network with your own corporate brands. So then you've got more visibilities and more business opportunities. And then I think just simply post something and ask your employees to post as well.
So now for corporate brand, we just have to post. But what kind of content? How do we identify the best content to post for corporate brand?
Well, for contents, I think you need to try and error to see what fits your background and what's your audiences. Because sometimes maybe I based in Hong Kong, Asia, they will have different cultures. But for generally speaking, for contents, what I think is about your company activities, about your team. You can see your team photos, so that people have a feel about your corporate culture. And secondly, you can also promote some events or activities that you're going to happen. So not because what I think is general topics, not just say this is our products, this is for sale, okay, this is this is
Hmm.
our promotion. No, don't just do that. It's just very hard sell and not really effective. People wants to know more about what's happening around your companies. They want to add benefits or they got values from your content. So they don't just want to see this is a discount products, please go to buy, right? So this is my recommendation for posting. Yeah. So is it make sense? Is it what you think? Is it also good for the companies to do?
Okay, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, 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 yes, I can hear you.
Hello, can you
So
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Is it okay? Are we connected? So because I think the contents that you mentioned about the company, so don't do very promotional different contents, but generally speaking, add values to the people in your community. So yeah, because I got like 139,000 followers, and of course Samuel got more followers than me. So I think we you all can learn from Samuel and trying to see what contents that he posts on LinkedIn.
Okay,
So
that's a great
yeah,
one. But
yeah.
a quick one. I want to ask, how were you able to build uh, that kind of visibility? First of all, how long do you think it took you to build your visibility in Hong Kong? How long did it really take you to build your visibility? And the kind of brand perception you have created in Hong Kong? How long did it take you to do that?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So it's interesting because at that time in Hong Kong, there's social movement, there's a lot of protests out there, and then after that, there's a COVID-19. So the economy in Hong Kong is really bad, and a lot of people are unemployed. And then what I think that that's happened in December 2019. I started that, and then I try to post some contents to help other people. I do some free coaching calls, and then when I start posting, I got a lot of feedback. People like my contents, comments, or we share, and then I got more satisfaction. I'm happy that I can help other people, and then I just keep on doing it like 3 or 4 times per day, and then I jumped my followers from like 10,000 to now is 136,000 followers. So I can see that LinkedIn changed my life, and also I'm able to change other people's life. So that is a really, really good experience for me, and to not only build a audience in Hong Kong, but also everywhere because people can use LinkedIn from around the world.
Wow, that's amazing. But now what are for you for a new person that want to start to build the brand? Okay, what are the 5 things you're going to tell them to watch out for?
Okay, so the first one is you need to have a better personal profile. You must have someone to scan your LinkedIn profiles to make sure that you already got very good impression. And secondly, you also need to have a strategies when you post. Okay, it's easy. Okay, you don't have to pay, right? But there's a strategies. You need to focus on the topics, on the contents or the sharings. Okay, you don't just post this time. I post something, my lunch or my dinner, or I buy something. So you must have something to share, right? And then thirdly, I think you also need to understand that you need to work very hard because posting sometimes you've got very frustrations. So you need to focus and you just try and error, just like what I did before, and then you keep this kind of habit and momentum so that you can see that your followers will increase and that is what you need to do. And then number four, I think you must also learn from other influencers, just like Samuel or other influencers. What are their posting pattern? What are the contents? Okay, how is it? For example, simply is it I post a big paragraph, or should I post the videos? Should I use the image? So you need to understand other people's why this post is a lot of people viewed or comments. Why is that? And then you can learn from that. And then final advice is I think you need to change your strategies as well because LinkedIn algorithm also changed a lot. And sometimes for this kind of post, it works, but for other times, it may not work as well. So you also need to be flexible and you need to keep changing and understand your audience, what they really want. So there's the five, I would say, secret recipe for you.
Can you summarize again? What's number one?
Number one is you we forget. So number one is you got a very good profile. Secondly is you need to post something okay consistently. Number three, you need to have a content strategies, not just post these and that, and you need to be focused on on what you don't want to say. And number four is you should learn from other influencers. Okay, to look at the post, what was why it's so good, right? Is it image, is it videos or whatever? And then number five is you also be flexible to change because LinkedIn algorithm also change. So this time you work, next time or next audience may not work. So you need to be flexible on that.
Okay. Oh, very, very great point. I love that. Like some of us that we are in a country where we have not so many people on LinkedIn, like you yourself and myself, they'll find ourselves that in our country they don't have a lot of people on LinkedIn. How do you grow? What is strategy to grow your followership, your engagement beyond the border? What is the strategy? To
Okay. Yeah, I think in Hong Kong is my country, so everyone may be using Cantonese. They write Chinese, but for me, because I want to grow my followership, so I use English. Even though I'm not a native speaker, as you can tell, but I try to use English, and then I can attract people from Africa, from Europe, from America, even though a lot of people from India and Asia. So that's why I can build that relationship. And secondly, I think the most important thing is you have to give out a lot of values. Okay, provide some free stuffs. Okay, help them and generously, the posting that people can find values from your post. So that's the reason why I can
Wow.
jump my
Wow.
followers. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Quick one. Now, if you are a small business owner and you want to use LinkedIn to promote your business now for adverts, what will you advise? Do you think LinkedIn is a very good place to promote your product?
Yes, I think so. You don't need to pay the LinkedIn advertisement because when you post, you can attract those people really engaged with you and curious about your company, your products, your profile. And secondly, what you can also do is use some emails or send message to build a relationship first, and secondly, then you just try to promote your products. But as I mentioned before, don't just promote your products, but also you need to give values for the people. So I think because LinkedIn algorithm can help you to spread the words, and then you don't need to pay for anything. So for small business owners, it is also I think you can try, right? Because it's very you just use your time, right? You don't need to use some money to pay for advertising. So I think yeah, it's a good time. It's a good very, very good for small business owners to try.
That's amazing. But what actually do you think differentiate LinkedIn from other platforms? What are the major things that differentiate LinkedIn from other platforms?
Okay, LinkedIn, because I think they've got generic generic how to say it's just free, right? So you can also, because by people commenting a post, like the post, then the third or fourth connections can also see your contents. But for Facebook right now is pay to pay. So you must have you must pay for the advertisement. So I think for LinkedIn differences is free. So that's why I recommend people to try using it and to start testing the market by posting some contents to see if you've got any responses.
Wow, wow, Kate, you have done really, really amazing. Well, let's see if we can allow questions to come in. Our speaker is a little influencer from Hong Kong, doing amazing thing. We have to go and drag him from Hong Kong so that we can hear his story. He's been giving us a lot of things about LinkedIn, about branding, about recruitment, about positioning ourselves for jobs and all of that. So if you have any question, please drop it. Let's ask him some questions. Let me check if I have some comments. Uh, can anybody check if there's a comment so that we can answer? Can anybody check if there's a comment? Let's answer those questions.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's
And
so.
if you have any questions, so please let me know, and
Yeah,
we'll
just
try
we're
to.
gonna just ask like, okay, I've not seen the question. What's the question? What's the question? Let me have the question quickly. Okay, so there are a lot of questions for you, my friend.
Oh yeah,
Somebody say,
yes.
how do you leverage between a personal brand and promoting your business? A personal brand and promoting your business. How do one leverage between a personal brand and promoting your business? That's one question for you. We have a lot
Yeah.
of them, but let's start with that.
Okay. Yeah. For this one, actually, we touched on a little bit before. So for your personal brand, I think most importantly, if people looking for careers, they want to have a better job and they want to earn more money. So that is how you can utilize LinkedIn for searching for jobs. But for promoting your business, then maybe on LinkedIn you can create a company page. You can create contents. You can ask people to direct people to your website. Okay, so that you can sell something. So I think that is the strategies that you play around for the personal brand as well as the company page or contents that you created. Yeah. Is there any other
Somebody's
questions, or is
saying
that
that actually that he has not been getting leads from LinkedIn. Well, how can he
oh
get leads from LinkedIn? He say I've been on LinkedIn for several years and no business is coming. And how does he get links from LinkedIn? How does he get business from LinkedIn?
okay? So it really depends on your target audiences. Okay, for example, on LinkedIn, a lot of people are looking for jobs. Okay, but if you are selling something like, I don't know, IT products, for example. Okay, I'm selling mouse and keyboards, and okay. So why do people looking for jobs to buy those products, for example? So I think you need to find those target people. For example, maybe a CEO of a company, maybe a certain department like sales department, marketing department, even finance or legal. You need to be very specific, target those people that may be interested in your products. So that is the reason why you don't get any leads, or your content does not sell, right? No people will it, no people like or comments. So I can also suggest you to provide some freebies to people. Okay, maybe if you're doing some, go for example, if you go to landing page, you leave your email address and then you get something, right? So same thing you can apply to LinkedIn. So maybe you can leave a comment, so I'm in, or maybe yeah, please. Okay, then you can exchange for some free contents for them. Does that make sense? Is that what you do as well, Samuel? Okay, so any other questions? So I think people say, oh, it's good joining, amazing topic, nice. Thank you so much for your comments and hope that I can help you.
Okay, that's a great one. That's a great one. I think we have to stop question here. If you have any further question, contact me. I will see how we can get it across to him, and he will definitely answer you. Kate, we appreciate you so much. It's really amazing to have you on Exceptional with Sam, and keep the exceptional things you're doing. Keep learning more and keep teaching and keep educating other people around you, and keep flying. I can see you're moving very fast. I can see what you're doing, and keep doing the good thing. We hope to look for opportunity to meet with you again and bring you on Exceptional with Sam. For now, thank you so much and do have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Sam, and thank you. It's really nice that be invited here. So
Yeah.
bye bye everybody. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you.